there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sherifat and I live in Nova Scotia in Canada. Welcome to my channel. If you're a new person on here, thank you for stopping by on my channel. If you're an oldie, already on my channel, thanks for coming back to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Okay, thank you so much. This video today I'll be talking about immigration. So on my channel I do lifestyle videos, also immigration. I do mainly lifestyle videos, just show you my life here in Canada. Every once in a while I still talk about immigration because I'm an RCIC, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. So I help you with your needs to come to Canada either as a visitor, an entrepreneur, a student, permanent resident, all of those things. I'm able to assist you with. A foreign worker, I could help you with any of these applications. Okay, in this video today it's about immigration. Let me give a caveat that my videos on immigration are not legal advice. Please, if you want legal advice, please book a session with me, with any qualified RCIC. These videos are mainly for educational purposes. Please, okay, don't take them hook, line, and sinker. These are my personal, opinions. It's not IRCC. It's not the government. It's not the government of Canada's opinion or advice. They are my personal advice, and they're not legal advice. Okay, so please don't hold me to them. Well, I mean, I'm an RCIC, so I wouldn't give you false information. Okay, but please don't take this as legal advice. Is what I'm saying. Okay, let's get to it. So this video is about provincial nomination programs or provincial nominee programs. So for the PNP, for the permanent residence program in Canada, we have the PNP programs, and let me give you like a backstory as to why they are PNP programs. So in Canada, we have various provinces. We have 10 provinces and 3 territories, and all of them have their various PNP programs. So they have various streams even in their PNP program. So a particular province can have 10 streams, for PNP. Maybe a stream for entrepreneur, a stream for students who study in that province, a stream for people who got a job offer, things like that. So for PNP programs, each province have, their reasons as to why they have PNP, but 2 main reasons really. One is to boost their economy. 2 is to boost their population, particularly smaller provinces who are looking for people to stay back in their province to grow their economy. Because the truth is, Canada is heavily based on taxation. For you to have taxes paid by people, it means they're in the workforce. For you to have a workforce, it means there are people working in the workforce, right? So these provinces attract, various people to stay in their province, to contribute to their province. I'll start with 5 provinces that you should look out for. I mean, there are other ones, but these are like my personal top 5 and 1 bonus. So I have 5 and 1 bonus. So 5 top that I really, really like, that I think you should look out for in this year, particularly. I mean, I'm going forward as well if they still keep this tempo. So I'll let you know my top 5 provinces that have great provincial nominee programs, and another extra one like a bonus. So this list is not in order of preference, just my top 5, and it's not like first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Just my top 5. So it could come in any order. So my number 1 that I've mentioned is Nova Scotia. I'll be honest, it's not my favorite, but it's one of my top 5. Okay, I live in Nova Scotia, so let me start with where I live. I love this province. This is a home for me. It's been home for me for 6.5 years now. So yeah, let me be patriotic and start with Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia has a provincial nominee program. They have various streams as well. But to start with, some of these PNP programs are based on express entry. Some are not. So what this means is that you must have an express entry profile before you have a chance to get a PNP nomination. For example, Nova Scotia does not give you a nomination if you're not in the pool. Okay, so you have to be in the express entry pool to have a child with Nova Scotia. So every once in a while they go to the pool and nominate you and say, oh, please come to our province. However, you must have made an interest that you would like to live in Nova Scotia when you were creating your profile. So for example, if you have indicated only Ontario, for example, it's not likely that Nova Scotia would ask you to come and submit an application to them, because you've not made any indication that you would like to live in Nova Scotia. So if you're looking to come to Nova Scotia, do indicate that you like to come live here. Okay, that's one. There are other eligibility criteria. Of course, there's language, education, there are other things as well. Also, let me note that every draw, they have various options that they draw for. Sometimes they'll look for nurses. Sometimes, so the common ones I've seen in the past months and years are nurses, registered nurses, early childhood educators, programmers, carpenters, technicians, financial officers, accountants, auditors. Various occupations actually they look for in Nova Scotia. So advice number one is be in the pool. It will do you a lot of good. Aside Nova Scotia, some other provinces also look out for people in the pool as well to nominate them, for PNP. So that's Nova Scotia. So I like that. Not having provincial nomination for Nova Scotia, it's a beautiful place to live. I live here. I've been here for over 6 years. So I recommend that, especially for young families who are looking to grow, nurse their family and all of that. So I recommend Nova Scotia for a place to live with your family. Number 2 on my list, not in order, but the next one I'll talk about is Manitoba. Manitoba is very popular. It's a very popular PNP program. If I'm to choose my best PNP, it will be Manitoba, honestly, because they also have other streams that are not based on express entry. Because not everybody is eligible for express entry. Not everybody is able to meet the age criteria, the education, the language, cutoff and all of that. So Manitoba is nice enough to have streams outside of the express entry, which helps people that are older, for example, to have a chance at PR. So I think I like that about Manitoba. Another thing I like about Manitoba is that they have if you have a relative, family or friend, you're able to apply to them. Some provinces is only if you have a family, a relative, a parent, a child or a sibling. Manitoba, you're able, if you have a friend and you're able to show proof of your friendship or your relationship, you will have a chance to get it nominated by that province, right? They also have low language criteria. Age is also not a barrier for older people, for example. So Manitoba is one of my top my top PNP program, and they do draws they're quite regular, they're quite frequent in terms of their nomination draws and all of that. So the next one will be Saskatchewan. That's my number 2 actually. So Manitoba, Saskatchewan is my number 2. They also have streams outside the express entry, so which gives people that are older, that are not able to meet the eligibility for language, for example, they are able to have those streams, have a chance to get PR with those streams that they have. That one also has ties when you have, so if you have a relative, you are able to get an edge, so they have family ties for that. Also have a low language criteria. Low language cutoff is also one of the things they have going for them. And Manitoba, you don't have to have a job offer. Also in Saskatchewan, you don't have to have a job offer. So they have various streams, right? So I love Saskatchewan for that, because they have friendly, they have good cutoff, and they do draws very, very commonly. They have frequent draws, so that's why I like it a lot. My 4th will be Alberta. So Alberta, I'll say it interchangeably. So for Alberta, I like it that they have a very low CRS score for you to be eligible. One of the things they are eligible for. For those with low CRS score, you have a chance with Alberta. So for as little as 300 points, you're able to have a chance with Alberta. So some other things too has to be met as well. Some other criteria has to be met. That's just one of it. For Alberta as well, they also have a new one they just started. Just some days ago, they announced that if you have a family in Alberta, you do have a chance. You have like an edge or a higher chance with getting nominated. So if you have a relative, like a parent, a child, or a sibling, those are the only ones that qualify, not cousins, not some other ones like that. But your parents, your child, or your sibling is able to give you a chance. It's able to give you an added advantage if you have a relative, if you're in the pool. For Alberta as well goes into the pool to select, so you have to be in the pool to be able to get a chance with Alberta. If you also school there as well, have a job offer, some of their streams include that. Having a job offer or schooling in that province also gives you an edge. Also, if you are not schooled there, or have no relative there, or don't have a job offer there, you also have a chance as well. So if you're in Nigeria, for example, from other countries, you do have a chance. That's why I like Alberta. So it's not like you must have a job offer, or you must have a relative, or you must have at school there. If you don't have any of these things, you still have a chance with Alberta. So that's number 4 for me. However, let me mention that you must be in the express entry poll for Alberta. They don't have anyone outside that. They have one for students who school there, but if you're not studying, but if you're not studying there, if you've not studied there before, you're from Nigeria or elsewhere and outside of Canada, you have to be in the poll to have a chance to get a nomination from Alberta. Let me also mention that across these provinces, you must have an occupation in demand in that province. Some have a list of occupations they are looking for for their labor needs in their province. Some follow the federal occupation list. Some don't. Some have some occupations excluded, like in Saskatchewan. You have to have your occupation in demand or on that list to have a chance getting nominated. Let me talk about Nova Scotia again. So for Nova Scotia, some draws they do is just mainly for those that speak French as their first language, not any occupation. So if you are a nurse, a carpenter, a this or that, so far you have indicated that your first language is French. Some draws are based on your French as your first language. Okay, so if you have French ability, you do have a chance with Nova Scotia and some other provinces as well who are looking for French speaking people. My 5th one on the list is New Brunswick. And New Brunswick is also, they also have good provincial nomination program that they do often. Of note, the one I would like to talk about more is their recruitment events that they do around the world. So they go to different countries of the world and have this recruitment event where we have recruiters, employers come, offer you opportunities which enables you to apply for their PNP based on the job offer in that province, right? So they have a recruitment event across the world. They go to various countries of the world for this recruitment event. If your occupation is in demand, you get an invitation to come for the event, and you come and you go there and get an offer from an employer, a recruiter. You are able to apply for PR based on that job offer. So this is something they do like on a regular basis. They have a couple of ones coming up very soon. I'll put that on the screen as well, and also in the box, in the description box below. So they are going to Cote d'Ivoire, Morocco, and Senegal. So Dakar, in Senegal. So if you're able to go, if you're able to apply for this, to get an invitation to go for this event, and you're able to go, and you have your occupation in demand on the list, take a chance. Who knows, you can get an offer and you're able to apply for PR. When it comes to permanent residence, etc., it's not one for the faint-hearted. You have to do all you can in all ways, like in a legit way. If you're looking for like nomination, or you are looking to boost your score, you have to do all you can within your power. Look for opportunities in terms of PNP, approach provinces that allow you to approach them for PNP, or be in the pool and position yourself in a way that provinces can come to you and invite you to come apply for their PNP, or you do things that can increase your score, like do better in your IELTS test to increase your score and increase your overall score, which is a CRS score, or learn French and do the test, for example, or get a master's if you have a BSc currently, or you have a family somewhere in Canada that can give you that extra point. And then the 6th one, which is like the bonus one, is Ontario. Though I'm not a fan of Ontario because of their I score, like the score they have is quite high. So if you don't have a I score, you may not have a chance with Ontario. But I like it because they do draws regularly. But I just don't like it because they have a high score. Like I know like in the 400s, in the late 400s, like 460 something, 450 something is what they usually have as their cutoff score. So if you have a low cutoff score, Ontario may not be a fit for you. But if you have a high cutoff score, Ontario is one for you. Also, the money they pay as well for the PNP is quite high. That's why for me it's like a bonus. It's not like one of my top 5. It's just like a bonus because they do it regularly. So if you have the funds to pay for the PNP, you also have a high score as well, and you also meet the other eligibility criteria, look up Ontario. So in no particular order: Nova Scotia, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, New Brunswick, and Ontario. There are other ones as well for sure, but these are just my personal list that I really like, particularly the first 5 I mentioned. because they do give you a chance. Because the truth is, not everybody is able to get a high score and be on that federal, level. You need a PNP to boost your score. I for one got a PNP to boost my score to be able to get PRs. So I'm very big when it comes to PNP, because PNP was my lifesaver, for my PR journey. So I'm pro PNP for sure. So if you're older, you don't have a lot of work going for you, maybe your spouse is not doing IELTS or doing ACA, PNP is the way to go. And don't just relax. It takes a lot of effort for sure. So it's not as easy as I've said it right here. You have to put in the work, that's for sure. Because it's not just you. The PNP has become very, very competitive as well. So you have to up your game in whatever way you can. And I wish you the very best. So for Saskatchewan, I also recommend that you check their previous draws to see the occupations they usually draw for. For example, some have been removed from the list. I have a friend who came in as a tailor through Saskatchewan. So now they've removed the tailor from that list. So if you're a tailor, then you don't have a chance with Saskatchewan anymore. So you have to be sure that your occupation is on the list. So you're not there, just being there, and there's no progress for you, there's no success rate for you. Be sure that the province you're looking towards has your occupation on their list, and they draw for your occupation on a regular basis. Okay, and this is the end of my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, comment, share, like my videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you, and have a great time. Bye.